2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, thank you. Yes, this group, one to watch. Now the rookie in this pairing, they've set themselves some very specific goals, some very lofty goals to beat player after player, but the first one, oh, it's going to be tough. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. The battle is on.
Oh, it's terrific, Henny. That's exciting, isn't it? Always love a battle within the war, don't you? Good to see how this one plays out over the course of this tournament. Time now for the fourth shot. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Oh, get in. That's disappointing. A bogey putt awaits. So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway the players can hit to, and if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. A birdie putt awaits. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
This one's tracking. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Quality shot, that one. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This is what they have left for par here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. That will work.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react.
Time to tee off at the second. Well, that didn't look like their best swing there. That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one. Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Yeah, this is lovely. What an escape artist. That was a horrible lie.
An opportunity to make a par here. Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt was about 8 feet. Oh, so close. A double bogey putt in front of them. And that putt will drop. Well done. Sitting at 7 over for the event. Teeing off here at the third hole. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Good look at a birdie here. Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are at the fourth hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. And here we are with their fourth. This one for bogey. Well done. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. As we head now to the par 5 next.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
Second shot here on the 5th. Let's hope this one gets a good lie, because it's heading towards the rough. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
choosing the 9-iron here. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Playing their 5th shot. Yes, they've made it. And it's worth taking another look at that one. Sitting at 8 over par for the event. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Birdied their last hole.
Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? Great touch. Really nicely played.
Judging it beautifully.
For the par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. That's hooking, that one. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? He has this putt to save his par. Sitting at 8 over for the event. This hole is a par 3.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
Ooh. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And down it goes. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. There was a big impact for a lot of players playing alongside Tiger Woods. They almost got sort of, spooked by the occasion. Why was that?
More than anything else, it's the fact that they're playing in front of more people than they ever had in their life before. And this rings true for, I think, every single player out there, whether it was Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, anybody from that era. You had more eyeballs on you at that moment than anybody else, because Tiger carried the biggest crowds every single tournament, and so sometimes it would be uncomfortable even for the most accomplished players out there. Some of them will tell you, no, it wasn't a big deal, but I can promise you it got their attention, and it probably helped them in a certain sense, because when you played in front of that many people, Luke, you wanted to focus. You wanted to put your best foot forward, because there is no worse feeling in the world than going out and laying an egg in front of 30,000 people. I can promise you that. That's why I enjoyed playing with him, because when you went out there, you knew you had to play well. You didn't want to embarrass yourself in front of all those people.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Playing the draw shot here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Teeing off now on this par 3. That's going right. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, yeah, a thing of beauty. That'll help make a big move. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. No, that's too bad. 7 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go. Going with the pitching wedge here. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. How did that miss? Big putt for par coming up. And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. Well struck. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Going with the 5-iron here. That one's heading out to the right. Getting ready to play their third. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Has to putt this one downhill.
This one's looking good.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This would be a great up and down. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the current standings. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Well played, mate. From about 100 yards. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Playing their fourth shot. Time for the fifth shot. How close was that to going down? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here. Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Sitting at 9 over par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
This is a short par 4, always a fun hole to play.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the three-wooter driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. That gets the job done. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Well, here we are. The 18th hole. Well, this should find the short grass. Always think about taking one more club when playing to an elevated green. Opting for the 9-iron. All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Time now for the fourth shot. This is their fifth shot. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
And that will do it for this player today. Well, that's a shame. Unfortunately, unable to make the cut this week, Beamer. That'll hurt.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut. But you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak, and Pga Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry.
Oh, absolutely flushed. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
That was a gallant attempt. Putting for birdie.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. He's currently in a share of 6th. Time to face a par 4. That's tidy. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Sitting at 2 under, tied for 2nd place. Putting for bogey. It's got a chance. And this one will be for double bogey. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Here we are at the 5th hole. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the 8-iron here. Nice shot that. That should find the surface.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Good opportunity coming up to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole. Oh, come on, you're better than that. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Just 2 shots behind.
That's not the outcome they were after.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Ooh, that almost went down. Playing their 5th shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Now 5 strokes behind. Hopefully the double on the last will be out of their mind as they try and compose themselves for this next tee shot.
Luke, that swing was just south of awful.
Second shot here on the 7th.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
A bit short with that effort.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Ooh. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's feeling good. Just birdied the last hole.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one.
This putt for par here.
Yep, you'll take that. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
That's disappointing. Par putt coming up here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
9 holes down into this rivalry, Rich. How are you rating their performance so far?
It's early, Luke, but this player is trailing their rival. I hope to see them put up more of a fight as this event progresses.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago.
I gotta say, this is a 10 on the scale.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Sitting at 3 over. Oh, well played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And there it is. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete. You just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now.
Henny, You've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Okay, steady now.
Putting for bogey here. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Birdied their last hole.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? Let's see if they can bounce back after that bogey. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Oh, just missed. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
This one's left of the green.
Second shot here on the 16th. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
That dog will hunt.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And here we are with their 4th. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Good looking putt.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Sitting at 5 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
That's disappointing.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
That's on the green, and you never know what could happen.
And he needs this to save par.
A 7-footer right here. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
That signs off on this player's performance for the day. So the opening round in the books.